Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Connor, please?
This is Connor.
Connor, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm sorry, you said your name is Jubal?
Yes.
And what? Huh?
Yeah, now he's
From
confused.
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
All right. And you're calling me why?
I'm calling you because we got an email about you from one of our listeners, and they asked us to give you a call.
I don't understand.
I'll explain it for you. So we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update, right? It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up blowing them off after, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out why you didn't call them back.
Okay. So what does it have to do with me? I don't get it.
Because you recently went on a date, sort of, with a girl named Abby.
Yeah, but I don't want to talk about that. Is there anything else that I can help with?
Hang on one second. Like, Abby asked us to call you because she wants to know why you won't get back to her. She said she had a really fun time with you and thought you guys had a great connection and chemistry and everything else.
I really just don't want. Well, she was nice on all those things. We had a really fun time, and I thought it was going to be great. But I just don't want to talk about it.
Connor, hold on a second. Take a breath. The thing is, she really liked you, man. Like, we talked to her about your date. By the way, nice move, swooping in and rescuing her from a dirtbag.
Totally.
Well, she told you about all that?
Yeah. She told us about how you guys met. She told us about how you hung out for a while after, and she told us how she really liked you, and now you're not calling her back.
Dude, she sounds like a really nice girl, and even though you guys spent an hour together, she's invested into this.
God, this is so... I wish I could make it different. I really do, but I just can't. I just can't.
What do you mean you can't make it different?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like you can do whatever you want to do.
Are you really uncomfortable right now because you're actually in a relationship and you don't want your girlfriend to find out?
That's not it at all. That's not it at all. She was really nice. She was really sweet. It just wouldn't work out.
Hold on a second, Connor. If you're saying that she's nice, sweet, and you're available, don't you think you owe her an explanation in telling her why you're not getting back to her? I mean, did you just not like her?
No, I totally liked her, but I like the way my face looks more.
What?
Huh?
You like the way your face looks more?
Oh, my God.
You want to date yourself?
What are you talking about, man? You're rambling right now, not making any sense.
Okay, all right. She obviously told you guys how we met.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which again, nice move.
And we hung out afterwards. And after the date, I'm going home, and I'm walking up to my apartment, and I get confronted, attacked by douchebag.
What?
Who she was with at the first place.
What?
Are you serious?
Wait, Tinder date douchebag?
Whatever the hell his name is, the knuckle dragging frat boy douche follows me home, telling me that I'm not allowed to talk to her, I'm not allowed to contact her. If she contacts me, all this stuff is going to happen to me.
Psycho!
Wow.
Dude.
I mean, he pushed me, and he was trying to get physical, but he was 10 times bigger than me, and I'm just oh man, I got to talk my way out of this. You know?
What did you say to him?
I just said, look, I just met her for the first time. She asked me to get her out of there. I didn't know what your relationship status was or anything. And he's swearing and cussing at me, and he's ready to blow a gasket. And he's like, that's my effing girlfriend, and you don't talk to her.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
That's crazy. So
That's so crazy.
do you think that was actually her boyfriend?
I don't know. I met her for the first time. All I know is that this dude knew where I lived, followed me home, and I'm not going to mess with him.
Dude, that's not her boyfriend. That's some psycho Tinder guy. If it was her boyfriend, she wouldn't be contacting us to put all of her business out on the radio.
Well, we don't know that for sure. We have had a lot of weird things happen. It could be her boyfriend of 7 years, and we had no idea. I know how we can find out, though.
Yeah, you can ask me.
Okay, good. Thank you, Abby.
Huh? What's going on?
Connor, that's Abby. She's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
She's on the phone?
Yeah. Why don't you talk to her and find out the information for yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, Connor, hi.
Is this dude your boyfriend or what?
No, he's absolutely not my boyfriend. Everything I told you is true.
Realistically, it doesn't really matter because this dude knows where I live, and he wants to kick my ass, and I don't want any part of that.
Connor, that is so cowardly. You're going to let this guy not date a girl that you're interested in because you're afraid of him?
What?
Abby, you saw this guy. He's huge.
Abby, I can't believe that you just called him cowardly. I'd be scared poopless, too.
But if you really like someone, it shouldn't matter.
Why are you so
I'm
nonchalant?
like-
Why are you so nonchalant about your Tinder date being so crazy?
There are a lot of crazy douchebags out there, but I am more concerned about Connor. He was willing to, protect me when Tinder guy wasn't there, but when he is, he just, backs out. I don't understand.
Wow.
How am I the bad guy here? I almost got my ass beat.
Connor, I'm not saying you're a bad guy at all. I'm just saying if you're going to be a man, then be a man the entire time.
Ouch, Abby.
Yeah.
That hurt. That hurt me listening to it.
Yeah.
I don't understand how I'm being hurtful. I just need him to man up.
Man up. I mean, I met you and talked to you for an hour, and I just wasn't ready to get beat up for you.
Abby, it sounds like you're more interested in two guys fighting over you than you are in actually dating Connor.
No, I really, really, really like Connor. It's just confusing to me because he was my hero that night, and a hero doesn't back down to a bully like he's doing right now. I'm just so confused.
I didn't want to back down, but I did.
You know, that happens a lot. Sometimes you're confronted with something like, I don't want to back down from this, but you know what? I'm going to.
Bye.
Well, Connor, let me ask you this. Would you like to go out on a second date with Abby? We will pay for it. Maybe we can even hire a security guard to come along with you if you need it.
You should go, Connor.
You know, Abby, I really do like you. I mean, I am a little scared of this guy, but you make some excellent points. Maybe I need to stand up for myself a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you should.
So is that a yes, Connor? Will you go out with her again?
Well, he probably can't take both of us, so yeah, let's give it a go.
All right.
Abby-
If he
Abby-
does, you're going to throw Abby in front of you. Yeah, for sure. Use her as a shield.
Abby does sound scrappy, I will say that.
Abby, do you want to go out with Connor again, even though he let you down in the manly department?
I would love to go out with Connor again.
Yay!
And Connor, I can really help you be tougher. We can take a Taekwondo class together.
Or, Abby, great idea. You guys go to a bar on your next date, and then you just mouth off to people left and right. I'm sure eventually somebody will want to punch Connor in the face.
Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Mark.
I'm speaking.
Is this Mark who served jury duty just about a week ago?
Yes.
Awesome. I'm from the district attorney's office, and I need to speak with you about something.
I don't think you can say that.
No.
What's going on?
My name is actually Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Okay.
Close to the same thing.
What is this? What's happening?
Well, it's a segment that we do on our show called the Second Date Update, and one of our listeners actually emailed us to get a hold of you. Her name is Melissa, and you two had jury duty together.
Yeah.
You
we did.
Yep, and you guys went to lunch every day that you had jury duty, right?
Yeah, why do you know that?
Why I know it? I'll tell you why I know it. I know it because we talked to Melissa. And she's really confused because she said that you guys were flirty, going out to lunch every day, and she thought you guys were going to actually have a date after the case was over, and now you're not calling her back. So she wanted to see if we could get you on the phone and ask why.
Oh, man.
Is there a reason that you're not calling her back? Did you not like her?
No. That's the complete opposite. I just fell for this girl, man. Hard.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, it was one.
Wow.
Wait.
If you liked her that much, then why would you not return her text message or her phone call?
Because I don't trust myself around her, to be honest with you.
Oh, that's such a line of BS. What does that mean? Are you married or something?
No, I'm not married. It wasn't anything like that. I realized that it probably wasn't great for me to be around her.
How, though? What do you mean?
She she didn't do this intentionally, but she inadvertently changed my vote for this trial.
What?
Whoa.
And after I got back and I was like, oh my God, I just put this dude away when I didn't really believe that he was guilty, because she did, and we were talking, and it was just oh no, yeah, totally, completely. I know, I agree with you, of course,
Whoa.
and I oh man, yeah, dude, I didn't.
Wait a
So
minute.
she told you, okay, sorry, you're confusing me a little bit. So you voted that this guy was guilty, but you didn't think he was guilty because of her.
Yeah, I can't really explain it, to be honest with you. I mean, she's so beautiful. My God, and she's so smart. I feel like I would do anything for her, and that terrifies me.
Man, that is-
Usually that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's
where people are like, man, you're amazing. I would do anything for you, but you feel like.
Listen, if she can convince me to convict an innocent dude, what else could she convince me of? You know?
Oh, I'm sure that guy would be totally understanding. Like, hey, listen, I had the hots for this girl.
Don't worry.
Sorry about that whole locked up
Yeah.
thing.
And I didn't call her.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. It was love. Happy 5 to 10. I feel so incredibly guilty about the whole thing. I mean, this girl is amazing. If you talk to her, just please tell her there's nothing that she did. There's not like
Okay,
it's.
well, I don't even have to tell her that. You can.
I told you I don't want to talk to her.
No, I mean that she's on the other line listening right now and wants to talk to you. So
Are you serious?
yeah, you've actually already kind of told her what the problem is.
Really, Mark? Of all the things, that's the reason?
Oh my! This is so awkward.
I didn't force you to vote one way or the other. You just asked me my opinion, and I gave it to you. I don't understand how that can make you feel like you don't want to see me again.
I know you didn't try and do anything. I know, but based on what you're saying, you convinced me to change my vote, and I changed my vote, and it's like this guy is behind bars now, and if I saw your face again, it would just make me think back to that moment, and I would feel like I put an innocent man behind bars because of you, and I just couldn't. I couldn't deal with that.
Wow. What? It's not even like a big case. I mean, it's not. He'll be in jail for a month. It wasn't like the sentence was that harsh.
It's not like you sentenced somebody to death.
Melissa obviously thought he was guilty. So, I mean, there's the other side of the argument, too.
It doesn't matter. It's already said and done. It's over, you know? And like this guy's behind bars right now who knows what's happening to him in there because of me, and I can't deal with I can't deal with that guilt.
He's probably in like a minimum security prison. I mean, he's probably like in county downtown. He'll probably be out in about an hour for, overpopulation. Like, I'm sure it's not that bad.
That doesn't matter. There's a guy behind bars because of me.
And 10 other people. There were 10 other people. That's
Yeah.
It's not just you.
I was the deciding vote. I had a vote on this man's life, and I screwed it up.
This man's life.
Melissa, are you still attracted to Mark after all this?
I think I'd prefer someone with more of a backbone, to be totally honest.
Oh.
Yeah, you seem like kind of a pushover, Mark.
That's what I'm saying. I can't be around her. I know that. I know that.
Okay. So you don't want to be around her because you have no backbone and you would never be able to stand up for yourself.
Normally, I am. I'm a strong-willed person with a strong backbone, but even just hearing her voice, I turn into a jellyfish.
Okay.
Hey, Mark, I need somebody to pick up my dry cleaning. Can you do that for me?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't want to, but I probably would.
In that case, Mark, would you like to go out on another date with Melissa? We will pay for a second date.
I mean, yes and no.
Yes and no. I guess the decision is all Melissa at this point. Melissa, do you want to go out with Mark again? It's your call.
Say no for his sake.
Yes, but I want him to pay for it, not you guys.
Dude, Melissa, I feel like you're going to use your powers for evil.
Yeah.
Harness
Well,
them
now
for
that
good.
I know I have them, I must.
I'll do whatever you want. Let's just get this over with then.
Oh, my God.
Wait, are you saying you'll go out with Melissa again?
I have no choice.
Okay, and Melissa, you actually do want to go out with him again? I need to make sure.
Yeah.
I've never been put in this position before. Yeah, I'd love to.
Oh, my God.
Congratulations, Melissa. You got yourself a second date
Oh, man.
Woohoo!
and an indentured servant for life, I think.
What have I done?
Oh, my God.
Hello?
May I speak to Alyssa, please?
Yeah, I'm Melissa.
Hey, Alyssa, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
The radio station?
Yeah, the entire radio station.
Well,
I mean, why are you calling me?
I just want to talk.
yeah, she sounds
Honestly,
excited.
I need somebody to talk to, and I figured I would dial a random phone number, hoping that Alyssa would answer, and it all worked out. Sometimes life is crazy like that, Alyssa.
What's the real reason you're calling me?
Well, because I got an email about you. It's from a guy named Kyle that you went on a date with.
What?
Yeah, you went out with a guy named Kyle a little while ago, right?
Unfortunately, I did.
Okay. So obviously you
glowing.
didn't enjoy your date with Kyle very much.
No.
Well, Kyle enjoyed his date with you, and he liked you a lot, and that's why he emailed us, because he wanted us to see if we could get you on the phone since you haven't been responding to any of his text messages or phone calls or anything like that.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. So do you think you could tell us why you're not wanting to go out with Kyle again?
I don't know that I want to broadcast it. I mean,
Well, you don't have to broadcast it. We will.
I know what you mean. I just don't want to really say it on the radio.
He told us about your date, and I would think from his recap that it would make him look bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you probably already know the reason why. I mean, he's told you about the date.
I'm guessing it's from his ex-girlfriend texting him throughout the date.
He told you about that?
Yeah. He told us about that, and he told us about how he spilt some wine after, too.
And how he handled the ex thing, like showing you the text messages.
I know. And I'm on the first date with this guy. So what are you doing?
Yeah. Pretty boneheaded move.
Totally.
For sure. So that was it then. We should tell him never to show a date the crazy text from your ex-girlfriend that you're getting.
Well, yeah, that's definitely good advice because that wasn't good at all.
Right.
But, I have a crazy ex, so I get it. So I we talked about it, and I was like, okay, got to let him off the hook a little. So, maybe he's nervous, whatever.
So wait, you're saying that you moved past that and you were okay with it?
I mean, I wasn't okay with it, but I was willing to, really give him a chance. You know what I mean?
All right. Then what ruined it? The wine?
He blew it again?
Spilling the wine, and you just had it. You're like, dude, that was a good glass of wine, you idiot.
Perfectly good wine.
It's a party foul. It's a dating foul. No, it was really the conversation leading up to that. He was very proud of his accomplishments and just talking about how much money he has.
Oh, God.
I mean, to the extent, it's 2 weeks ago, I rented a Learjet or something. It was like a private jet or something. Yeah, for his boys. And then they flew to Vegas. And then they're popping bottles.
Wow.
So jealous.
I know. I'm actually really jealous of him right now.
But both Jose and Jubal want to date him suddenly.
Yeah.
I don't get why men think that women are only interested in money.
I think it's because he was overcompensating because of the whole ex texting him, and he thought that bothered me.
Oh, so he's trying to impress you after messing up.
Right.
Yeah, and it obviously didn't work.
No, and that's when the whole wine situation happened, and then I couldn't believe what he did.
What did he do?
So he knocks over the glass of wine. It goes all over the table.
Uh-huh.
And I'm thinking, oh, gosh, we got to get the waiter for napkins. So I'm looking for napkins. As I look up, I see him reach in his back pocket, and he has these, two $100 bills, and he's dabbing up the wine with money.
No
Shut up.
way.
Oh, my God.
That's
Did you just start
amazing.
laughing? Oh, my God. That is so out of control.
Hundreds?
I even asked him, I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And how did he respond to that?
He said, no, worry about it. I'll take care of it. And that's when the waiter showed up.
Oh, my
I have
God. I'd be mortified.
Met some people who make a lot of money, and I've met some really douchey ones who make a lot of money, but I have never met anybody who would clean up a spill with $100 bills in order to prove to you how rich they are.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it either. And then the waiter was like, is everything okay here?
You're like,
my
no,
God.
this guy's wasting hundreds of dollars cleaning up wine.
And then he had the nerve to take the soaked $100 bills and give it to the waiter for a tip.
Oh, my gosh. So,
that
take my
sucks.
scraps,
Here's
basically.
crumpling.
Oh, I mean,
God.
granted, I'd still be excited if I was a waiter and I got
I'd be-
$200.
Yeah, I wouldn't care.
I mean, I'd dry it out. It'd be no big deal.
Whatever.
But I couldn't believe what a douche this guy ended up being.
Still $200,
When we
people.
talked to him, he sounded so nice.
I am nice.
Oh,
What was that?
that was Kyle. Kyle, you're supposed to wait until I call you into the conversation, but apparently when you got a bunch of money, it doesn't really matter. You have to listen to the rules.
Kyle, you're on the phone right now?
Yeah, and I'm sorry to jump in like this, but I just had to defend myself. I mean, I am a nice guy. I gave the guy $200.
You did. That's a very nice tip.
Kyle.
Technically.
That was the most embarrassing thing that has ever happened to me.
What's embarrassing? It was just a little bit of spilt wine. What's embarrassing about that?
Are you
There's
kidding?
nothing embarrassing about that.
It's not about the wine. You took $200 bills. People don't even have that kind of money, and you soaked it in wine. It's so insulting.
It's not insulting. I promptly gave them to the waiter as a tip. I think that's a very generous tip. I think I was doing a nice thing.
Yeah,
It's a nice tip, but like after using money to clean up wine on a first date, that's kind of a douchey move, man.
Not kind of. Not kind. There's no kind of about that
I realize
statement.
that, but I'm trying to be nice to him so he stays on the phone.
Honestly, I just grabbed it, but I make like 5 times that while we're sitting there eating dinner. So what's it matter?
My God, you are still bragging. I can't
Ballin'.
even handle you right now.
It's not bragging. It's a fact. I can't help it if that's my life. That's just the way it is. That's just a fact.
Are you guys hearing this guy? This is what my entire date was like. This is exactly what I was talking about.
Look, if you wanted to date somebody poor that acts all poor, then you shouldn't have been on a date with me.
Dang,
God.
dude.
I don't care about poor or rich. I just want to date a good person.
Yeah.
I'm a good person. I'm a good, rich person. There's nothing wrong with that.
This is why I didn't return your calls, because the way that you talk about it, I mean, it's like I liked you before you started bragging about being loaded.
I wasn't bragging about anything. I was just telling you about my life. That's just how it is.
Kyle,
I wasn't bragging about anything.
you obviously have some insecurities, and that's why you're trying to make up for it with money. Like, I get that, but are you hearing what she's saying? Like, people can actually just like you for you. I think that's a positive thing.
I totally agree.
People do like me for me. It's just that I come with a lot of money. It's just people like me. It's part of me is all this money.
Oh, my God. You're so bragging right now. And you know what, guys? You haven't even heard the worst of what he said.
It gets worse?
How?
What? What did I say?
I don't know how we got on this conversation, but I asked what his favorite things were, and he replied, commas.
What?
Commas?
Like he's into
Yeah, commas, because he wants to get as many commas in his bank account as possible.
Oh, my God.
You didn't say that, Kyle, did you?
That is so bad.
Hey, man, everybody's got to have goals, and I got goals. More commas. That's my goal, man.
But nobody is attracted to a person whose passion is just money.
You haven't been on a date with me. Once you go on a date with me, you'll forget about everything except the money.
Oh.
Well, speaking of dates, Alyssa, would you like to go out on a second date with Kyle?
gosh.
He will pay for it. I'm not paying for
Yeah,
anything with you,
that's-
Kyle. No.
That's a good point, Jubal.
Why should I? Kyle's got all the money in the world.
He's got all those commas.
Would you like to go out with him?
You know what? He may have all the money in the world, but he has no class, so no.
Oh,
Yeah.
no way.
Didn't see that one coming.
Well, you blew it, sweetheart. It's your loss.
Oh, man, and the sweetheart, too.
Oh, my gosh.
Sorry, no second date for you, Kyle.
Oh.
Whatever. I'll go buy a second date somewhere else. I'm not worried about it.
I can't even believe this guy. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. But I do want to use that commas line at some point in my life. Thanks for that, Kyle.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Nina, please?
this is Nina.
Oh, good. You're safe. Nina, I've been worried about you.
Okay, who is this?
Oh, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. This is Brooke,
Hey, Nina.
and Jose is the guy that you just heard laugh.
Okay, why am I talking to a bunch of people?
Because we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them after, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out what happened. And you recently met up with one of our listeners, but now you're not talking to him.
Okay, this is weird.
Yes.
I know. I figured it would be. But his name is Sean.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, he seems like a really cool guy.
What?
Wait, hold on, Nina. Why are you being so nonchalant about this whole thing? Because he said that you ditched him.
I ditched him?
Yeah, that's what he says.
He said you went to the bathroom and, like, didn't come back, ditched him.
Oh my God. I guess I did. Oh God.
I'm so confused.
How-
I can't believe I did that. That was so mean.
Yeah.
How are you not? I am so confused by you right now, Nina.
Me too.
Yeah,
I know.
how'd you ditch him on accident, and then why haven't you responded to his phone calls or anything?
To be honest, when I went to the bathroom, I I I accidentally met up with my ex, and
Hey.
you know, obviously we're no longer together, but we just have this chemistry, and whenever we see each other, we just hook up. We can't seem to keep our hands off each other, and I just, you know.
When you went to the bathroom, you ran into your ex and like went home with him?
Yeah, we just, you know, but you know how it is when there's like passion for someone. I honestly like forgot about Sean, and I was just in the moment, and we took off, you know, and I ended up spending the rest of the night with him. I'm really sorry. I feel terrible.
But how are you just now realizing that you ditched Sean in this whole thing?
I know. It was just, we just had so much fun that night. I guess I just completely forgot about Sean.
Okay. Why not call him back or text him back after he tried to get a hold of you?
I felt a little weird afterward, you know? I didn't want to tell him. I didn't want to lie to him. I just kind of figured it was a quick situation and he would go away. So I just kind of left it at that.
I think that's pretty understandable.
Yeah.
What are you
The
going to
only
say?
problem is, Nina, he hasn't gone away because he's actually on the other line listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you.
Are you serious right now? Like, is this really real life?
Are you serious? You had him waiting on the phone to talk to me this whole time? What's wrong with you guys? Oh, my God.
I'm sorry, but yeah, he was waiting this whole time to talk to you, and now I guess he knows the truth.
What kind of person does this? Like, you actually forgot that we were in the middle of a date? Like, how could you just forget that a human being even exists because you bump into some dude?
Oh, my God. Sean, first of all, I was drunk, and we, like, I literally had just met you, like, you know, what was it, like 45 minutes? So
after
you're a nice guy, but...
So after you sobered up, you saw my text, you saw that you missed calls, no, nothing in you. There was no remorse, no, oh, man, that's pretty messed up, nothing. No.
I mean, I feel bad about it, but I kind of figured it was such a quick hookup, and I thought I said goodbye to you before I left, so, you know, I forgot. You know, I was, like I said, I had a few drinks, so I wasn't thinking clearly.
We're on a first date, Nina. I mean, and you just go hook up with your ex-boyfriend. You don't sound like you're all that broken up about it. I mean,
I do feel bad about it, but come on, we met on Tinder, dude. I mean, you know, it's not like you're going to propose to me or anything, so I didn't think it was a big deal. I mean, you know, I guess maybe at some point I would have reached. I just really didn't put a lot of thought into it.
At some point? What, were you going to wait till I had a birthday? I mean...
No, I figured I would call you at some point, but, you know, I was just wrapped up with my ex, and I wasn't really putting a lot of focus on it, you know?
Nina.
Oh, my God.
I know. I feel so bad for you, Sean. Nina, that is really messed up that you just ditched somebody. He had a bad night to begin with. He had already been ditched by his friends.
Well, first of all, not everybody has an ex like my ex. Okay, this guy, well, I won't even get into that. And I mean, I do feel bad for Sean. I just never thought it was that deep, really.
You know what? Now I don't even feel as bad. I don't even feel as bad. Because you know what I did? So I wouldn't take a total loss for the night? I hooked up with one of her girlfriends.
No
way!
You did not tell us that before, Sean.
Wait a minute. What? You did what?
Oh, now it matters? Now it matters?
Wait a minute. Who was it? Who did you hook up with?
I mean, why does it matter? You know, I'm just some guy you were going to call on his birthday. I mean,
no,
what difference does it make?
You know, it doesn't even matter. I bet I know who it was anyway. It's she's a slut in the group. But now I'm just like, I'm really confused because if you did that, why are you going through all this trouble to contact me? Why don't you just go with her?
That's a good point.
Why are you contacting me?
I mean, I was a little more interested in you, but, you know, I'm over that now, obviously.
Well, you're not. I mean, you're. It's sounding all confusing to me because if you're interested in me, why are you hooking up with one of my friends?
Oh, let me
Dude, that's not cool.
Let me use your drunk excuse. Oh, I was drunk, so, you know, it just kind of happened.
Oh, no, you didn't. No, you didn't.
All right, well, on this note, Nina, I would like to ask you if you would like to go out with Sean again on a second date. We will pay for it.
That's a very generous offer, but I think I will respectfully decline.
Oh my God! I wanted you guys to go out again to see who you'd actually end up going home with that night.
Well, maybe you can pay for him to go out with. Okay.
I mean, good. I mean, I don't want to go with you again anyway. I mean, honestly, your girlfriend was a little hotter than you, and then there was a couple other ones that I might be more interested in that was in that party anyway. So yeah.
Okay. So now Sean's got all the girls.
This is why I should meet up with guys on Tinder. I am done with that whole situation. I mean, you have, like, completely turned me off. And, like, if I'm going to be meeting jerks like you, then, nah, not even worth it.
Whoa.
That's fine. Yeah, stick to guys that dump you in real life.
Oh, my God.
My gosh.
All right, well, thank you very much, you guys. And at least, hey, Sean, look at it this way. Now that you're kind of an ex of hers, you went on a date, next time you see her out with another dude, you might be able to hook up with her. It all works out.
Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Marianne.
This is she.
Hey, Marianne, how are you? My name is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. Hello?
Oh, my God.
What?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey.
Hi.
Marianne, my name is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's
Yep, I know who you guys are.
Oh, hey.
Oh, awesome. Well, what's up? How are you?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Not too bad. Thank you for asking.
And for listening. That's rad.
So I don't really listen to you guys. I just know I knew someone who did or does.
What?
Oh, would that guy's name be Joseph by any chance?
Yes, it would. Why?
Well, because he emailed us and asked us to call you.
Great. Is it just one of these awkward date things?
Well, kind of. It's called a second date update is what we're doing.
Oh, right. Second
Yes.
date update.
Okay.
Yep.
God, you sound so annoyed with us right now.
Yeah.
I'm just, guys, I'm just annoyed that Joseph would have you call me. Like, why would he do that?
Well, because it's a segment that we do on our show. When somebody goes out on a date with somebody and then they get blown off, they'll email us to see if we can get that person on the phone and ask if something went wrong. Now, I know you guys never actually went on a date, right?
Exactly. So I don't understand the phone call.
Okay, well, he said that he really likes you, and he had asked you out a couple times, and you agreed to go out with him, but all of a sudden you stopped talking to him. So that's why he wants us to call you, to see if he can get you to go out with him again.
And he thought this would be the best way to do that.
Apparently, yeah.
He thought that you may think it's fun, I think.
Right. Maybe I need to be better. I mean, you guys could already tell in my voice that I'm annoyed, right?
Yes.
Right.
So imagine this in my Spanish class for a whole semester. So why would this make me want to go out with Joseph?
I mean, if he was so obnoxious, why'd you say yes to him to begin with?
I said yes like the second day, I think, of class, and I thought it was going to be like coffee and helping him with Spanish.
Oh.
I mean, and then the more I got to know him, the more I was like, he's obsessed with you guys.
Yeah. I got that from a conversation with him. He sounds like he's a real big fan of the show.
That's how I found out about you guys. It was because of him. He'd be listening to you guys in class, like obviously not paying attention. And no offense, but you guys don't speak Spanish. It's not like, some Spanish radio station.
Right, we're not helping him with his Spanish at all.
So he would listen, and then he'd be like, oh, take my earbud and listen too. I'm like, we're in class. And then he'd be laughing hysterically. He thought it was so funny. And he would just constantly bug me about it. Like, no, you got to listen to them. They're great. They're so funny.
Do you think he was just using it as a way to connect with you?
I'm sure he is, but clearly it's not, the connection was not made. So we just need to let go.
All right. So just tell him to get over it and not contact you anymore. You don't want to go out with him again, you think?
Yes, please. Yes. Marianne. What was that?
Oh, that's Joseph. He wants to talk to you.
Are you kidding me right now?
No.
Seriously, guys?
Yeah.
Marianne, I don't understand. I thought you liked the show. I mean, come on. They're fantastic. Like Brooke and Jubal and Jose. Yeah, this is a laugh.
Joseph, seriously?
No, but I mean, you've heard Jubal's voices, haven't you?
This is the biggest turnoff that I could ever come up with.
Wait a minute, come on.
I like being the biggest turnoff ever, Marianne. No, I like that. I
I
take
think-
that as the best compliment I've ever received.
She's spot on.
How about Duff? Can you do Duff the Meathead for her? Do Duff the Meathead.
No, I'm not going to do any voices on
Joseph.
demand right now for Marianne.
Joseph, you're not getting it. I can't believe you're defending that piece. Like, you need to let it go and try to prove to her that you have a personality outside of talking about us.
Okay, what about the big poop? What about that?
I'm not going to do big poop. No, I'm not doing any voices right now.
Well, Marianne, this is come on. This is some of the funniest stuff I've ever heard. Huh?
Oh my God, that's Spanish, and you would know that if you actually paid attention in class. So listen, you need to find somebody maybe less intelligent that will love these people. I will think they're so funny.
Okay, excuse me. You have to be intelligent to appreciate humor and to be funny. Okay.
Okay.
If intelligence
Let's
is
pipe down
humor,
on that
Jubal's
one.
a genius. No, Jubal's a genius. I'm telling you. Jubal.
Okay. Well,
you don't understand.
you need to
These
find.
people are
No, I do
amazing.
understand. I do understand, Joseph. You need to find somebody that sparks so much love that you have for these people. You need to find that for someone else, because you don't have that for me. We just have different senses of humor, okay? You like a certain type, I like a certain type. This is not my type of humor. I don't think it's funny.
I just can't believe there's anybody who would not find this funny.
Believe me,
everyone.
Joseph, believe me, there are a lot of people who don't find this very funny.
Dude, I even have friends that don't find us funny.
No, but all my friends are so into the show. I'm telling you.
Joseph, I think we're having like an unhealthy relationship right now. I think you need to concentrate on you and maybe other people in the real world around you.
But Marianne is real.
No, well,
we were
we're
getting
not
along.
real. I'm real, but we never had a first date, a second date. Like, Joseph, you seem like a really nice person. I hope you find what you're looking for. I wish you all the best, but I'm not that person. Joseph, adios.
What?
What? Exactly my point.
Adios means bye in Spanish,
Yeah.
Joseph. That's what she was saying before she hung up.
I just can't believe she wasn't into you guys. It just blows my mind.
It's fine.
Joseph, I think you need to get over us a little bit.
But I mean, I don't know anyone who doesn't find you guys just the most hilarious, the most entertaining.
Wow.
Honestly, I can't believe she said those things. I mean, she was cracking up the whole time in class. When I was playing.
Apparently, you read the situation wrong, Joe.
Yep.
No, but I mean, the things she was saying about you guys. How can you take that?
It's fine.
Not really a
Yeah.
big deal.
Doesn't really matter.
I mean, this really sucks. Okay, but maybe it's for the best, because if someone is not into you guys, I don't want to be around those kinds of people.
You know what, Joseph? I agree. And that's the way you should live your life, okay? Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for understanding.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you.
All right. Well, I'm sorry you couldn't get a date with her.
Well, I'm sure I'll find someone who's into you guys.
Yeah, but congratulations on being on the show, Joseph.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I told her one day I'm going to be on the show with them. You watch, and look, it came true.
You did it.
Hey, congrats.
Dreams do come true, Joseph.
I asked the universe for it, and I got it.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on that, okay?
Thank you
Yep.
so much.
All right, Joseph.
Oh, and so can we do that phone tap I talked about to the warehouse?
You know what, Joseph? I'm going to give you our producer's email. You can email him over and over and over again.
No,
Till we get that done,
great,
okay?
Great. I
Yeah.
can't wait. Can you do wait when we do the phone tap? You can do like the Duff the.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Okay?
Or the big poop.
Yeah, we'll figure this whole thing out.
Hello?
Hi, is Rachel there?
This is Rachel.
Hey, Rachel, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a morning radio show.
I'm not familiar.
Do you own a radio?
Yes, in my car I do.
Cool. Well, sometimes we're on that thing. One of our listeners actually emailed us asking if we could call you.
Okay. Who is that?
His name is Oscar.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, you were so excited leading up to it.
And Oscar told us about how he finally got up the nerve to ask you on a date the other day.
Yeah.
And he told us about your date. and he thought everything went great, but now apparently you're not calling him or texting him back, and also you're avoiding him at work. So he asked if we could get you on the phone and find out if he did something wrong.
Cool.
I sense the sarcasm there.
Yeah, this is kind of a weird situation.
Do you mind telling us what went wrong so that we can let Oscar know and maybe at least make things a little less awkward at work?
Oh, I just don't know what to say to him. You know, I don't know what to say.
If you say it to us, maybe we can say it to him in a way that won't hurt his feelings.
All right.
What did he do? The date sounded super sweet. The ice skating.
Yeah, I mean, I had a great time on the date. It wasn't necessarily the date that was the bad thing.
So what was the bad thing then?
Well, you know, we work in the same office, so I just kind of found out some information about him that kind of freaked me out a little bit, to be honest.
Oh, my gosh. Shut up. You heard office gossip about him?
I did.
Uh-oh.
From who? Was it someone that you consider like a friend, or was it someone who you think would be jealous that you guys went out?
No, it's my friend, and she's happily married, so I believe her.
So
yeah.
what was the office gossip?
I don't want to tell you guys because I don't want to embarrass him if it's not true, you know?
Come on.
Well, like I said, if you tell us, maybe we can find a creative way to tell him that doesn't make it super strange.
Plus, if there was something going around about you at the office, you'd want to know. So at least you could clarify whatever it is.
That's true. So, you know, all of our coworkers knew we were going out. Mm-hmm. So, of course, when I came back, my one friend's like, "How did it go?" And I was just telling her it was good. It was a nice date.
Yeah.
Okay.
And?
And then she, of course, started asking more detailed questions. And she said, "Did he do the thing?"
Did he do the thing? Wow.
Whoa.
Sounds like he's got quite a reputation.
Yeah, he has a thing.
I don't know about Oscar. When Oscar takes ladies out, he does this thing. Did he do it to you? He's done it to all of us in the office.
No, it wasn't like that. It wasn't that.
So what's his thing then?
Well, I kept asking her, and she said, "Well, did he do the hot cocoa thing?"
This is sounding even worse and worse in my mind.
Or better and better, depending on what you like. I mean, I don't know.
Whatever
I
your
could get down
flavor
with
is.
some hot cocoa.
That's true. I mean, it goes with the date. So I'm like, "Oh, no, we didn't have any hot cocoa." And she goes, "No, did he bring the cups?"
The cups?
And so apparently, oh my gosh, I don't want to tell this. Apparently he has been collecting, you know, those plastic cups in the break room where you get coffee and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's been collecting the ones that I'm drinking out of, like when we'll have a nice conversation at work, and writing the date on the cups. Yeah.
Weird. He's been collecting your coffee cups?
Yeah.
Oh my
What
gosh.
so what was the hot cocoa thing? I mean, that's weird already, but
Yeah, I think he was going to, like, serve us hot cocoa out of the cups that he collected and, like, show them all to me.
Why is this
weird
so
and
weird?
unsanitary.
Right? I know.
So wait, was she not freaked out by this? She thought it was going to be something cool?
I mean, she thought it was cute. I mean, she
Wow.
also thinks he's, like, sweet teddy bear Oscar. You know, she's good friends with him. So.
Okay, so in her mind, he can't do anything creepy.
Right. She's like, "Oh, he's showing his affection." But to me, I'm like, that's a little weird.
Yeah, it's basically like taking locks of your hair.
Exactly.
Right. It's like taking my DNA.
Maybe he's trying to create a new you in a petri dish in his apartment somewhere.
Come on.
You know
guys.
what? Maybe that's the gossip going around.
Come on, though. If you backed up and you took her criticism of who he is, he's obviously a nice guy.
It sounds nice, but at the end of the day, he's literally going into the trash can and collecting the coffee cups I drank out of.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know. I'm
Yep.
trying to spin it for him, but I don't know that I can.
I don't think you can.
I know.
I don't think anybody can. I wonder if Oscar can even save himself. And Rachel, I do have to let you know that you did actually say it to Oscar because he's on the other line
Oh my
listening
God.
and wants to talk to you.
No, you guys.
Yeah. Oscar, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, Oscar.
What's up with the cups, man?
Oh, he's so embarrassed, you guys. Don't make it worse.
I can't believe they told you about it. I mean, they ruined everything. I mean, they ruined the surprise.
I mean, it would have been weird anyway. Like, either way, it would have been kind of creepy.
I feel like if you had just seen it, it wouldn't have been as creepy. Like hearing it from someone else, yeah, I get it. It might come off creepy, but it was going to be a whole thing. I was going to, lay the cups in a certain way in a presentation. There were going to be candles. It was going to be super romantic, and it was like kind of a literal trip down memory lane.
Oh my God. But we don't have that many memories.
Not that you know of, Rachel, but it sounds like Oscar has a lot of great memories.
That's my point. Like, we have memories. Each cup is a memory, and every cup has. I wrote down what we talked about, and that's it.
Okay, so how many of the cups do you have?
It's not that many. I mean, it's like 12.
12? Did you say 12?
12?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I don't even remember having 12 conversations. Like, we don't even know each other that well.
Oh my God, Oscar!
I mean, I get how it could be sweet, but do you also kind of see my point of view?
Yeah, I know. I totally understand. I realized that it would be weird, and that's why, I was just taking my time. I was going to show you in a couple days' time. I mean, that was the plan.
I just don't even think that's, like, enough time to show me something like that. Like, it's just creepy.
Yeah, Oscar, you only show somebody when they're 2 years in and they're already so invested that they can't leave because you're a weirdo who collected their cups.
You guys just don't get it, okay? I mean, I still think it's a very romantic gesture. I think that it shows, like, an attention to detail that someone really, cares about you and like, isn't just, like, trying to do, like, a light, casual thing. And
It's a little misguided, but he did, like, for months think that you were awesome and try so hard to find his in to even ask you out.
And for me, like, each cup, it's not just a piece of plastic. It's a memory, that we shared and that we talked about stuff,
Somehow, Oscar, this is beginning to be romantic for me. Like, it's morphed from being really creepy into like, okay, that's kind of sweet.
He's trying. At least he's trying.
Do you agree with that, Rachel?
I mean, Oscar, you're a great guy. I wouldn't have agreed to go out, but isn't there, like, another way you could have done it than digging my dirty cups out of the trash?
I mean, I could have, collected your staples or something. I mean, I just feel like a cup has an energy to it, something that, just signifies that, that it's a moment,
It's been held.
Yeah.
It's been touched to her lips.
It's gone from creepy to sweet back to being weird, Oscar.
Yeah, it has. I'm trying.
Rachel, would you like to go out with Oscar for a second date? We will pay for it. I don't think that he's like a weird, creepy dude. I think that he's just a little misguided in the romance department.
As long as the cups are the only thing you're collecting, for real, though, Oscar.
Yeah, that's true. If you just don't bring any mementos, like, I feel like I'd be open to kind of a normal, like, dinner date or something, maybe.
If it's a second day with you, I will let go of the cups.
Wow, that's a big commitment, Rachel.
I mean, that's months of work right there.
Oscar will throw out his creepy stalker cups if you'll go out with him again.
I will burn those cups right now.
Good man.
That sounds creepy to me for some reason. Now he's going to be thinking about when you met and just burning it, Rachel.
Yeah, that's kind of like a weird seance. But you know what? I've already made my decision. I'm cool with it.
All right. Well,
you guys are
congratulations.
really
You got a second date, Oscar.
Yes.
And Rachel, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And start bringing your own coffee mug to work.
Hello.
Hi, I was looking for Aaron.
This is Aaron.
Aaron, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm okay. From where?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Oh, I only listen to NPR. Sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah.
We're kind of the
It's
same.
okay. No, we're not
If you,
at all.
if you add a like NPR plus Justin Bieber plus fart jokes.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm not familiar. How can I help you?
Well, I'm calling you today because a listener to our show actually emailed us to see if we could get you on the phone.
A listener. Okay.
Yes.
I don't know anyone who might listen to you, but sure.
Well, you do actually know one person who listens to us. Her name is Nicole, and you guys went out on a date the other day.
Yeah. I know Nicole. I blocked her.
Wait, you what?
I blocked her from everything. Social, her number.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, why would you block her?
her?
How is that any business of yours?
Well, because she emailed us and wanted us to get in touch with you because we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then don't call them afterwards, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and ask what went wrong. So she was curious why you weren't calling her back, and I guess we know now that you've blocked her, but she wanted to know why.
Oh, so you're going to tell her?
Yeah, that's the whole point. We get the info from you, and then we pass it along to her.
Okay, I think this could be good for her to know, actually.
Okay, so what would you like us to tell Nicole?
Well, tell Nicole that it's been done, it's been played out, and she needs to shake it up a little bit.
Is she like harassing you or something, and that's why you blocked her? Is that what you mean by it's been played out or something?
No, I mean, tell her she needs to stop being so average.
What?
Being so average.
Whoa, what is that?
Okay, and
Very average.
what about
That
her
was
is
mean.
so average?
I mean, not to be mean. I mean, it's just how she is. But, you know, it's the same American thing. The girl who thinks she likes to travel and is so cultured, but really isn't.
So wait, you blocked her from all social media and everything on the internet because you think that she's average and isn't well cultured enough?
I'll give you an example. You know, she says she's well-traveled. And she says, you know, France is her favorite place to go. And she says the most incredible place to go in France is Paris. And then she, like, flashes her stupid Eiffel Tower keychain. I was just not impressed.
You were not impressed that she liked Paris?
Not at all. Every American woman says they love Paris.
So what if Paris is an awesome city? So what?
Paris was an awesome city in the 19th century.
So,
I mean,
Paris is not awesome anymore.
no, I mean, most people, you know, you say Lyon or you say Dijon. But, I mean, Paris was a while ago. We did that.
Whatever you said to me just sounded like mustard. That's all.
It's
So,
a city.
yeah, I don't know where you're talking about.
I mean, you get the gist. She's an American girl, says she loves to travel, and she's just skimmed the surface, and I wasn't that impressed with it, and frankly, I didn't have the patience for it.
You sound super condescending. Like, can't you just understand that, one, she's trying to connect with you on a level where she knows you have interests?
Connect with me over Paris. I find that very funny.
Whoa.
Paris isn't cool.
Yeah, I guess, okay. Well, if I ever take a trip to France, I know not to go to Paris now, right?
I mean, you can fly to Paris and buy a croissant and go to the top of the Eiffel Tower, and you're still not a world traveler.
What are you talking? There's some people that I know that's never even been out of the country. I mean, good for her for
I pity
making
those people.
Okay.
Just like you pity Nicole,
Yeah.
it sounds like.
Exactly.
All right, well, Aaron, thank you for sharing. I need to share with you that Nicole is actually on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Wait, right now?
Yes, right now.
Right now.
Yes, Nicole?
Hey, Aaron, it's that basic chick you went on a date with. I'm so embarrassed right now. I swear to God, he was not this pretentious on our date, okay? Like, he was a cultured person. He was not this condescending. This is not who I thought you were, Aaron.
How would you remotely know that I'm cultured if you're not close to that?
It's like, you're talking to me as if we didn't converse at all the night. I told you, I've been to many, many countries. You've lived in Paris for 8 years. I've traveled to France, Italy, Austria, Switzerland. Like, I've been many places. How can you say that?
Just stop talking. I don't need to hear, your passport stamps of the world. I heard you say it once on our date, and I don't need to hear it a second time.
Oh, my gosh.
Gosh.
I don't understand. Like, who do you think you are? Do you think that you're, like, some prince or something? I mean, why do you think that you're so incredible?
Yeah.
Well, I actually do have a little bit of royal ancestry and blood, but
Oh, my God.
but I don't like to, talk about it much.
Well, why would you? That's kind of showing off at that point, Aaron.
Well,
Look, Aaron, all I have to say is, like, if you plan on ever finding love in this life, you've got to change because you're being a huge pretentious jerk right now.
well, I'll think about that next time I'm flying on my jet to Megève with my family to ski, and you're at some senior frogs trying to buy a shot glass. Tell everyone you went to Puerto Vallarta.
My God.
Oh my God. I can't believe I actually liked you.
And you didn't see any of this on your date with him?
No, he totally hoodwinked me. I thought that he was a really sweet gentleman. I don't know, he must have real game or something.
This guy?
I actually was a gentleman. It was excruciating to sit there for 2 hours or whatever, and I laughed on the inside. And frankly, I think I'm done.
Oh,
Whoa.
man.
Well, that makes two of us, Aaron. Finally, we have something actually in common because we are both done. I do not ever want to speak to you again.
Oh, well,
Jeez.
that came as a shock.
And Nicole, before you go, it's pronounced can, not can.
Oh,
You know what, Aaron? Why don't you go suck your own because no woman is ever going to do it for you, okay?
Oh, my God. I just fell in love with Nicole. Oh, my God.
Aaron, you seem cultured enough. Are you able to do that? Because I've heard that Frenchmen can do that to themselves.
As every
Wow.
man should.
This is the reason I don't listen to terrestrial radio.
Well, thank you for being on terrestrial radio for a few minutes. Appreciate your feedback, Aaron. Nicole, I didn't even get to ask if you'd go on a second date with you.
I think you know the answer.
Well, I
Anyway,
don't- I don't-
I'm honestly so sorry you had to deal with him, you guys. I'm very embarrassed right
That's
now.
all right. So what are you going to do now?
I mean, I'm just so angry. I just want to find him and just hit him over the head with a f***ing baguette or something.
Hello? Hello?
Okay, I think you may have the wrong number.
No, Keith. Hey, is this Keith?
What? Yes.
Keith, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
What?
Yeah, he's
This
so...
is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
A radio show.
Yeah, that wasn't a goat who called you. That was me making a goat sound.
I bet he was confused.
Okay.
I wanted to ask you a few questions about a mutual friend that we have.
My mutual friend?
Yeah.
I don't think I have any friends in radio.
No, she's not in radio. Her name is Marissa, and you sort of went on a date with her.
You want to? What now?
I wanted to see if you could tell us a little bit about your date with Marissa, because she emailed us and says that since you guys spent an afternoon hanging out at her farm, she hasn't heard from you, and she really thought you guys had a good connection and wanted to go out again.
She said all that, did she?
Yeah, she did.
It's a lot of groanings.
It's a segment we do on our show called the Second Date Update. If you go out on a date with somebody and they don't call you back, they email us so that we can call you and find out why. So
A second date? There has not been a second date.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I know. That's what the segment is called. She's basically asking why there won't be a second date.
Oh.
Did she do something wrong?
I don't know. It was okay for a while. It was okay at first as far as dates go. But let's just say it got weird at a certain point. And
Was it after you were humped by a goat?
well, she told you about that part too, huh?
Yeah, she told us all about it.
That was one of the highlights, really.
I loved it.
No, honestly, that wasn't it. That was actually, that was a surprise.
Surprise!
But it ended up being, like a funny moment,
When she described the date, it sounded so fun. There was a bonfire at the end. You guys made out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
You
on
don't
paper-
agree, do you?
Yeah.
on paper, it sounds great, and honestly, a lot of it was really cool. I was really interested in her whole farm deal, and getting to swing a hammer and stuff. Do that kind of old school stuff was super fun.
Old school
It
stuff.
was great. There was a certain point it got weird. And, just all in all, she's real cool. It's just I don't think I'm ready for everything about what she's got going on out there. So
You don't think you're ready for farm life? When did it get weird?
there was just a moment that happened that has been really impossible to get out of my mind.
You have to share. It's killing me.
Oh, it's not killing you.
What does that mean?
It's killing you.
Okay, listen, I'm going to tell you, but I'm not crazy about telling the story. Basically, came out there. We started pretty quick building this goat pen, which honestly was really fun. It was very Little House on the Prairie kind of deal. We're picking up fence rails and super fun.
Okay.
After a while, Marissa asked me, "Are you getting hungry?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm really working up an appetite. This is great." She's like, "Cool, I'll go get some food."
and she walks straight over to the chicken coop, and I hear like, a little commotion in the chicken coop. She comes walking out. She's got a chicken, and she's like, sort of walking towards the house, and I'm just watching her go, as you do when there's a girl. She's walking away.
Yeah, you always watch, for sure.
And as she's walking away, casual as anything, she just crack snaps the neck of the chicken.
Oh my God!
Wait, why?
So
is
you
that?
watched her murder a chicken?
Yeah.
She just snapped its
Well, you
neck.
guys, come. It's farm life, man.
Yeah, but you don't just kill an innocent chicken.
Yeah, you do if you want to eat
innocent
chicken
chicken.
for
I'm
lunch.
just saying.
Absolutely, you do. You pluck it, you cut the head off, and you go to town.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's how it's done, but I never wanted to see it happen, and I never had seen it happen, and I never want to see it again.
I'm like you. I just like to pretend that somehow the chicken shows up cooked on my plate. That's how it's born.
I don't ever. Yeah.
So, like, I know intellectually it was once alive, and now it's a sandwich, but, like, I mean, I see the head of the chicken is pointing the wrong way now. And she didn't even break stride. She just crack, la la la, walking down the way with this, dead feather thing in her hand.
Wow, that's it?
Wait, who's that?
It's Marissa.
Yeah, Keith. I should have told you Marissa is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Well, you did not say she was on the phone right now, dude.
I know. Slipped my mind. I'm sorry about that. I completely forgot. But now maybe you guys can talk it out a little bit. I don't know.
Listen,
Hello?
Keith, I knew this was your first time at a farm, but, like, I didn't think that you were naive enough to not know where a chicken comes from. Like, the stuff on your plate, it gets there. It's not like I sing a little song to it and it goes to sleep and then we have a chicken and we can roast. You know what I mean? Like, that's how it happened.
I mean, yeah, listen, hey, I know that happens, okay, but I was not ready to see that, and you gave me no warning. If you had said anything, if you had said, hey, I'm going to go over here and rip the head off a chicken right now, I would have been at least able to brace myself or maybe look away. I probably would have looked away.
Oh, come on. You're so dramatic. It wasn't that bad at all. First of all, I was walking away from you. You saw I had a chicken in my hand, and I said, are you hungry for dinner? Like, you can't connect the dots on that one.
Honestly, I thought you were going to get some eggs.
I wanted an omelet.
He's like, makes sense. He's like, she's got a chicken. Clearly, she's planning on making an omelet. Keith,
Yeah, it's not like I massage its butt and it gives me eggs. Like, that's not how it works.
Dude, am I the only one here that's actually really impressed by Marissa? If anything, Keith, I think you should be turned on. I mean, a woman who can take a chicken from life to death, pluck it, and serve it to you for dinner is impressive.
Thank you.
I mean, if we were like, caveman times, I got a debit card. That's how I go and like hunt things, I don't have to go I don't have to put on like rubber overalls before I do it.
rubber overalls sound amazing. I need to know where to pick those up.
It's just crazy. Like, you go and you eat chicken all the time, right? Like, why is this an issue?
I used to.
Oh, right. So now you're a vegetarian because of this whole thing?
No, but
Then you're just a hypocrite.
Marissa, this is not like something in my head or I'm thinking about it and like, oh, my principles. It's like it freaks me out. It freaks me out. I don't know if you noticed. But I did not eat any chicken that night. I could barely look at it because I saw what happened to it. And that night I was sleeping on the couch and I'd start to drift off, and then I would just see you just snapping that thing's neck.
Oh my God!
You hear that,
it was
Marissa?
a horror film.
Keith didn't call you back because he thinks you're a monster.
Oh my God!
Honestly, I thought it was going to take. It has taken me longer than I thought to like start to get over it, and I have not touched chicken since. I can't. I don't even like to smell it. It freaks me out.
Well, I can tell you it looks a lot worse if you're eating a pig or a cow.
Oh, God.
And here's the thing. I mean, the way Marissa did it, she probably had a name for the chicken. It lived a good life. You should be grateful for...
Well, that makes it way worse. Come on. That's terrible. It makes it like it's a pet, like it's a puppy or something.
Oh, no.
For your information, her name is Sophia.
Oh, no.
There you go, Keith.
God, great. Now I'm going to be having nightmares of Sophia's neck getting snapped. Thank you.
Well, Keith, I have to ask the question. I think I know the answer. But would you like to go on a second date with Marissa? We will pay for it.
I got to say no. No.
Dude, Marissa, you are better off. You don't want a sissy city boy anyway.
No complaint here.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, Marissa, there you
The issue was like he could have at least said something.
Yeah.
Keith, you never even said anything about it being an issue.
Keith, you could have handled it exactly how I would have handled it if I saw that. If I saw her snap that chicken's neck, I would have screamed and ran. I would have done it.